Alright, I'm out in the garage and I found a piece of cedar. One side of it was kind of bad, so I have cut it down and sanded it, and now I'm going to take you inside and show you what I'm going to put on it. Alright, here's what I'm going to put on it. I've already cut it out and I have it on my wood. I need to get something into the mercantile, and we're in a big hunting area, so I thought this would be appropriate to put on a piece of cedar. And now I have it on the wood, and I'm going to get some black paint and start on stenciling this. I have company while I'm stenciling. She thinks she needs to help. It's going to take a bit. I'm almost done though. Then I'll be pulling it all off and see how it looks. And then I'll probably put a coat of polyurethane on it, which brings out the cedar color really, really pretty. Okay, I'm just going to keep going until I'm finished, and I'm going to pull it off, and I'll show you what it looks like after I pull it off. Okay, I have it, the stuff all torn off or stenciled and everything, and I did take a can of spray polyacrylic. I don't like the way it makes the wood look as well. Doesn't bring out the color as well. So I put a light coat on it because it seems like when I take the brush on polyacrylic, it makes my black start bleeding. It kind of reactivates it. And I've tried it with the ink color, the Waverly ink, that's a chalk paint. And then I also, this one, or one before that, I done with just black acrylic, and it did the same thing. So I sprayed a very light coat of the polyacrylic on it in a spray can, and now I'm going to try to go over it with the brush-on type of polyacrylic. I'm going to go real light in here because I don't think I got that hit real well. I don't want my black bleeding. Huh? It's not bleeding, so that might have worked. But you can see this, when I use a brush, it brings out the color in the cedar, to me, a lot better. So I'm going to finish doing this. I'll go around the sides and do the back and put a hanger on it, and I'll show you after I have it all finished how it turns out. But that really did work, to spray a light coat of the polyacrylic on before I started doing the brush on. And I want to do the brush on, like I said, because it brings the color out more on the cedar. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, here it is finished. The polyurethane's dried, and I just used wire to make a hanger in the back. And to me, the like right in there, that looks like kind of like it could be mountains in the background. I'll give you a little bit of a close-up. And now I'll move on to my next projects. Okay, I got these items out to make over. I bought this one at a thrift store, and this greenery will stay in there because it is glued down in there good. I'll probably just, after I finish it, put some moss in around it. And I got my crockery stamps in, and I'm going to try using those for the first time. And I have a cat that's always up in my business, as usual. Okay, I'm going to get started on these, and I think both of them will be the plaster color by Waverly. Alright, I put a coat of Waverly plaster color on my can. I gave it 2 coats, and this will be the first time I've used the IOD stamps. And I did rough up the, took a fine piece of sandpaper and went across there. So I'm gonna give it a try. Well, I think I pushed too hard. I did put a little mark here so I could get it centered where I wanted it. Now I hope I'm getting enough on it and not too much. Now, didn't feel like any's going on that right in there. Well, I'm going to have to trust that it's on there. Okay, see if I can get it centered right. Oh, I think I moved it. That's coming up and down. This is not easy going on this round. But I'm going to give it a shot. Kitty cat, I don't need your help. Eh. It looks all right. Didn't really smear anything too bad. Okay, now I'll take an eraser, take that off of there. I did get a little smear right there. But they're never perfect anyway. Okay, I'll take an eraser, take that off, and probably put a clear coat on it to seal it in. Alright, I'm going to wipe my stamp off, and then I'm going to do the little milk jug. Alright, I have this one ready to go, and my cat's still here trying to help me. And I have it marked also. I'm using, whoa, I had it upside down. That would not have been good. Using the same stamp because it's actually the only one in them that will really, oh, I touched it. Oh well, here we go. That would really fit. That's what I was trying to say. I think this one's not going to work. I think I need a little... I've ordered the stuff that you can use to put your stamps on. I just haven't got it yet. This is really stiff. Wasn't quite so stiff, it might work. I don't think I'm supposed to be letting it come up either. It's okay. It looks cute. A little thin on the stuff, but can't be perfect. Alright, I'm going to seal this one up also and decorate them a little bit, and I'll be back and show you what they look like. And since I have my cat here with me again, I don't know, can you? Yeah, oh dear, I didn't realize her ears were in the way. Cassie, you gotta move. Or Callie, I mean. I'm gonna put a little clip of my cat, what she was doing this morning. So, well, I'm gonna finish this up and I'll be back and show them to you. Okay, I thought I'd show you what I was doing. I took some of this metallic rub-on. It's kind of a rub and buff type stuff. So I've kind of tried Q-tips. That didn't work. So I took a makeup pad and I'm mixing these two different colors. One's more of a lighter gold and one's a darker gold. And I'm just gonna hit it places, is all I can say, wherever I think it needs it. So it's just not so stark white. Just making sure you can see what I'm doing. Go up, get me some more stuff right in there, kind of bring it up on the handle, go around the edges. I mean, it's not real dark, it's subtle, but it does show. Go all the way around all the edge, yeah. I want to come up on the handle there, bring it up on that handle, kind of pull it up on that one. Just so it doesn't look new. Okay, around on the edges here. Oh, my heater just came on. I always have noise. All right, that makes it from just not being stark white. Now, ooh, I gotta turn that heater off. I'm gonna take a little bit of the, Spanish moss. There's my scissors. Doesn't need a lot. And my glue gun. And I'm going to put a little bit of Spanish moss around on it, because I really think it needs it. Okay, turn it around, put just a little more on this side. Back up in the middle. Okay, that's good. Just a little bit here and there. Get that piece out of there. There's nothing I can do with this because it's stuck in there. I mean, it is glued good. All right, now maybe just take some twine here, or some jute. And just make a bow. Not the best bow maker, I can tell you that much. Tighten it some. I'll probably mess with my bow just a little more. Okay. Well, that was in your way. All right, so far that's what I've done. I don't know. I might end up doing something, but I wanted to come back and show you how I just kind of fiddle with it till I get something I like. Now I'm going to start working on the milk bottle. Okay, with the second little jar, the milk jug, it is Valentine's time, and I haven't made anything, and this can be pulled out. Don't have to keep it for that, but I just found me a pattern online and traced it off on some material like this, cut 2 pieces. All I did was go around it with some, well, first off, I took a little stick like this that you get at the Dollar Tree, and on one of them I glued it in like that and let it dry, and then I just went around the material and glued the other part, and of course I stopped about right here and started right in here so I'd leave myself some room to put some stuffing in it. Anyways, I made the heart, and then I just took the same material and tied it on there, and I stuck a little heart down in it. But I wanted to show you, I didn't want to have just a heart sticking up out of it, not showing you what I did, but that's how I did that. It's very, very simple. Well, here's how my 2 projects turned out, and I wanted to show you on the little milk bottle. I did take around the lip of the milk bottle and put some jute on it. And of course I showed you how I made the heart, and I just tied a piece of the material onto it, and that way after Valentine's is over they can take the heart out and they can leave the bow on it or take it out, whichever. And then on this one I just didn't like the thicker jute, so I did put a thinner piece of jute on there and tied it into a bow. And now you can see where I took the rub and buff stuff or whatever it is and kind of just aged up the can just a little bit. And that's how my 2 projects that I flipped turned out. I knew it. There she went. Silly cat. She doesn't ever seem to knock anything over. I don't know how.